Hello everyone, welcome to Vietnamese Fitness Academy channel. I'm Sid, Managing Director of Vietnamese Fitness Academy channel. Today, we're gonna introduce you about the series video of the exercise that belong to the equipment that we call suspension training. Today, we will do the exercise that we will call the exercise tip when you wanna use the suspension that's gonna be more effective. Okay, the next exercise trick that we're gonna do on the suspension training is gonna be the exercise that we call lunge. Lunge is gonna be normal exercise that normally you can exercise with every equipment that you can do. But how we gonna make the lunge in the suspension to be more special? Let's follow and work through with that. Let's begin with the exercise that we call lunge. As the same concept, lunge is exercise on the lower body and into the leg. You can use suspension to help you to do lunge even easier, or you can create the intensity on lunge exercise with the suspension to make yourself harder. Now let's begin. When you want to exercise lunge, you can use the suspension to be let you to do lunge easier. Now when you do lunge, you're gonna have two kind of options for you to do lunge. By set yourself like squat, the handle into the front of the armpit. You're gonna be step one leg back. The recommended you're gonna do lunge, you're gonna have two options. One option, you're gonna step a bit far to the back and load even 50-50 into the front and the back leg that we call 90 and 90 lunge. But this kind of lunge we not recommend you to do much. Why? Because of it's gonna be like sharing even the weight into the both leg. But the recommendation that we want you to do into the lunge, step your back leg in just a little and then try to load your front leg more, that we call like a movement lunge, that we're gonna slide the front knee forward and tip yourself forward. This is the real human that we're gonna do the exercise that we usually use in the daily life, like walking or something like that. Now when you want to do lunge, I'm gonna prefer to do a movement lunge. What you're gonna try to do, if you want to make yourself and help customer that can't do lunge properly to be do lunge even better, when you do with the suspension training, set the customer up and you try to get the customer drop the back knee down. At the same time, slide the front knee forward and put the hip forward just a little and then lift it up. This is the way that we're gonna do the normal lunge by use suspension to support your customer to be into the right form. Keep it moving. Okay, once you've done that thing, this is the way to make the exercise easier. Once we want one member become more comfortable with the lunge technique, you're gonna start to create the harder option or make it even harder for the customer by you're gonna start to do lunge at the same thing, but you're gonna start to add the instability by you're gonna start to let customer lift the knee by stand on one leg. That is similar like our human work it out. We're gonna start to slide the knee forward, put your leg back, shift yourself forward like this, lightly grab into the hand and dress it up. This is we call single leg lunge, lifting like this. This is the challenge into instability exercise that is gonna make your customer to be better perform. That we call this exercise is gonna be like functional training. That is a function that you do in the daily life. Once we done this thing, the next exercise that we're gonna create the lunge to be more harder and challenge into the instability muscle is gonna be crossing lunge. What you're gonna try to do, you're gonna do same thing with the single leg lunge, but the thing that you're gonna do now, rather than you put the leg into the back, this time you're gonna try to set yourself and you're gonna cross the leg to the sideway, bend the knee and drop them. This is the challenging into your glute muscle to let you to stable your hip harder. This is the way that we call crossing lunge. It's gonna be another exercise optional to make your lunge even harder. Okay, next exercise that we're gonna make our lunge harder is gonna be pull yourself down, and then after that we're gonna start to hook the suspension into the single hand mode. If you want to do more clearly about single hand mode, I will teach you later on the video that you're gonna see on another episode of the video. But how we're gonna make single leg lunge, hanging single leg lunge to be harder by we're gonna start to hook our feet into the foot cradle, step forward. After that, we're gonna do lunge. This kind of exercise is similar like you do the Bulgarian lunge, that you put the leg into the bend, but when you do with the suspension, you can carry the weight if you want to, but it's gonna challenge you more into the instability. But the concept is same thing. Must try to slide the knee forward and going down like this. That you're gonna challenge on the core stabilization and then the glute stabilization. This is the idea for let you to make the exercise of the lunge with the suspension to more variation, more hard or more easy for the customer. Thank you for your watching. See you next time.